the man, the myth, the legend, the ghost, the man behind Overtime Hustlin'. Well, thank you so much for giving us your time, Suge. I know you do not do a lot of these, so I really appreciate you coming on.
Nah, I appreciate you having me.
How did you come up with Overtime Hustlin'?
So Overtime Hustling actually started out as a party company, and then it just kind of evolved. I started off as a graphic designer working for other companies, and um, I just thought maybe I could do it myself, and here we are now. No, so Overtime Hustling started with mixtapes. Overtime Reactions, actually, the first episode, Cuzzo did a breakdown of Space Monkey versus Mad Titan, I believe. And if you go back and watch the first few episodes, he's actually shooting them in his car. And the episodes were maybe anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. And then I think it was about season 2, we started adding more than one video into the show. And that was when we were getting more familiar with YouTube and watch times and how all of that affects your channel. So we decided to make the episodes longer. And, it went from music to comedy skits to basically anything. And then we locked in with the Street Beats team, and we kind of made that the main priority of the reactions with the videos at the end. And shout out to the comments too. That's one of my favorite parts. No matter what show we're on, is just sometimes you'll be in the comments and you'll forget the show is even going on because they'll have a whole separate conversation in the comments. And you got people like Zag in there, Rock, Damien, Aaron, there's just everybody's in there and they're just going back and forth, and it's pretty cool because it's like a separate family almost in the comments.
I feel like I know some of them people and I don't even know what they look like. But
Exactly.
before we move on from Turf Tales, personally, I need to thank you. The highlight of my podcasting career was you having me on Turf Tales with at Minnesota Vikings, Alexander Madsen. I'm a ridiculous football fan. I'm freakish. I don't even watch football with other people if the Vikings are playing. I'm such a freak. And to be able to talk to him and ask him some questions, man, that was the highlight of my podcasting career.
But yeah, definitely. And we were glad that you were able to come on the show, and I knew you would have different questions than Lonnie SK and Freeze for him, just being that you're a huge Vikings fan, and I knew that from watching your show. So it just made sense to have you come on, and you were able to promote your show and also give us a different perspective of questions for him.
Yep. How did Winging It come about? Because that is a funny show. Um, Keith G got me drunk the other night because he was drinking wine and made me go drink my wife's wine because he was making it look so fucking good. But that show's hilarious too. And how'd that come about?
So Winging It actually started after Turf Tales. I want to say Winging It was the second show that we added to the channel, and that was completely Freeze's idea. He had been working on putting a podcast together prior to that, probably for I want to say about a year. We had shot some stuff in his attic at one point. We had, shot some other stuff, and it just never panned out schedule wise with him, the other guest host, the other host, myself. So once again, just thanks to the quarantine, we had the time to do it.
So there was a question on Turf Tales the other day, and I don't even know if you'll know the answer, but just because it was funny. If you had to bet who out of the host of Turf Tales outsmokes the other host of Turf Tales?
I think I answered in the comments actually, but my answer would be Freeze. It would
Okay.
definitely be, just traveling around with him, and like I said, being with him on a day to day when he was in the area. Yeah, he's definitely able to smoke a
So with
lot.
the
The music selection process, a lot of it is artists will send us their music, and then the other portion of it is just me going on YouTube and getting sucked into that YouTube wormhole and whatever catches my ear. No, they have a great thing there. The whole Street Beats, the whole brand, whether it be the OG Yard or the West Coast or the Scrap Yard, like you got fighters from every aspect of it that like I'll tune in to watch. Like I said, Country Hoodlum was one of the first ones that I actually watched, and then we got the opportunity once he moved to a different brand. We were actually able to sponsor him, so he had the Overtime Hustling shorts and everything on in the ring when he won his belt. And then you got Free Smoke. Free Smoke is one of my favorite West Coast fighters,
Me too.
and he's not afraid of anything. You know, anytime you see Free Smoke, you know he's about to talk shit, but you know he's able to back it up. So, you know, they just got people from all over. That's you know, just fun to watch, and they put it together very well.
Anybody who's watching this, couple hours after you watch this, Turf Tales is going to air. So what are we looking forward to on Turf Tales this
week? On Turf Tales, we got DJ Hot Rod, Desert Storm DJ. We got Josiah Hotwire. He's an artist from New York, and then we also got D Nell on the show this week. So he's a producer from upstate New York. So, you know, probably just a lot of the same stuff that we usually do, but just newer faces and, you know, kind of just going with the flow. But like I told you the other day, I'm kind of looking at Real Talk at this point. It's like the pregame, you know, the Turf Tail. So and shout out to you for having SK on the episode, because, you know, you set that up with SK, and then we got the show that's supposed to happen here in Seattle at some point. So we're trying to coordinate that right now with Cuzzo going out there, hopefully for a scrapyard event. That way we can kind of knock down a few things at one time.
All right, guys, make sure you go over to overtimehustlin.com, get you guys some merch and everything else. Thanks for watching. One world, one love. Deuces.